on the same page from day one than to wait into year one or year two. That makes no sense. All right. And again, to me, if there's a true connection, we're either going to have the same values or we're going to be able to work through them.
Yeah.
Because connection does not mean that everything is going to be in perfect alignment as far as how we see things. But we will be able to embrace each other's differences. That difference wouldn't make us want to walk away from each other. All right? So again, be yourself and answer things openly and transparently so we're not leaving any mystery here or playing any games. Yeah.
Allow me to take you to the village for a minute.
I look good. No, like actually look. I'm dressed pretty good today. I'm going out, about to, But I'm going to talk about something real quick. Now, I'm watching a YouTube video about the biggest problems men and women face today while dating. And honestly, it's kind of weird because my dating life has been fucking so weird to me because I've only been in one relationship. I'm 22. I guess everybody was dating in high school. Everybody was in like how many relationships in high school and stuff like that. But personally, I didn't really date much back then. It wasn't because actually it's not that I didn't want to date. I just wasn't cute back then. I guess like people didn't see me as niggas didn't see me as fine. So I was just like, okay, that's y'all, not me though. Because other niggas at other schools did think I was cute, but at my school, nobody was checking for me. To be quite frank. Plus, I did used to just like this when I went to high school, so it's partly my fault, partly it's partly my fault, partly society. I'm gonna blame society because I was a bomb ass girl like in high school, and I'm still a bomb ass chick, But basically, I realized in my dating life, my situationships, I've been in like 4 situationships, and I guess they've been like prolonged ones where like I would be like led on. A lot of guys nowadays, they have this mentality that they're not ready for a relationship, but then they want those relationship connections. I don't know how to explain it. Like, honestly, I understand. I personally understand the concept of friends with benefits, and well, not really friends with benefits, but like fuck buddies. I understand that concept. I don't understand friends with benefits, unless it's like the movie, and we actually gonna end up together. I don't have no business wasting my time with no friend with benefits, and I'm being so serious right now. But yeah, it was always like, I guess me, in the back of my head, always hoping that something more will happen when nothing more happens. But it wasn't always necessarily me. Now, I understand, and I get a lot of guys will say, "Oh, do you want me to be an asshole and just not like treat you like you're this and that?" And I'm just like, dude, honestly, you're an asshole for leading me on, like making it seem like there could be more to something, to what there is there. You guys like to fabricate it in your head that, oh, I care for you, but I just don't care for you, and I want to be in a relationship with you type of thing. But then you want me to be able to be vulnerable with you and open up to you when I'm mad or when I'm sad or when I'm going through something. You want to be the person that is there, but you still are not ready for a relationship. My head just gets so I get so confuzzled because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're not ready for a relationship, don't try to build a connection with somebody, period. Like, especially if it's somebody that you're being sexual with. I feel like you can have sex and not have to know the person all, like, even though you shouldn't have sex and not know the person you're fucking having sex with. But like, there's a certain level of depth. Like, I think people think that intimacy is just having sex and kissing and all that, when there's actually a mental connection that happens when you start getting to know someone more, and you start, like, you're learning like their patterns, you're learning what makes them tick, you're learning the things they like to do, the things they like to eat, you're learning all that stuff. Like, you're intentionally taking that in because you've already started building kind of a bond with that person. And it really kind of hurts when it's like mainly one-sided. But a lot of my situationships, it's always been like, we'll build a bond, times would be great and stuff like that. And then like whenever I would come up to, start trying to like talk about, so like, why don't you feel like you're ready for a relationship? And it's not like even me asking them, like, I will raise up my hand. It's not me asking them, why don't you think you're ready for a relationship? I mean, why aren't you ready for a relationship with me? Or why don't you want to be with me, or baby? Like, just be with me. No, I've never done that. And that's still the thing that really just drives me crazy, is like, I never fucking sat there and begged the nigga to like just be my boyfriend, like, also I had to like come to terms to the fact that like I just wasn't the one, like, because obviously after one of my situationships are celebrating their 1-year anniversary recently. Well, not really a situationship, but an ex, like, and that one was, he wasn't ready to be in a serious relationship where like all that stuff, and I wasn't so concerned about, like, I didn't really care. Like, I've always been very able to be selfless. I don't know what this whole, oh, I just want to be selfish thing. Like, when a guy says they want to be selfish, please, ladies, take that and run with it. Like, for real, I'm so serious. When a guy says they want to be selfish, when a guy says they're not ready for a relationship, it's not that they're not ready for a relationship. It's just that they don't, either one is they don't choose you, or I think what I've realized is, it's not that most men are not ready for a relationship. It's just that they're scared of that level of vulnerability that they have to, that being so emotionally involved with somebody literally requires you to have. Like, and it's weird because I've healed from so much like past trauma for me to be able to actually sit here and like be open to damn near anybody. I feel like I just be transparent as fuck nowadays. Like, and I speak the truth. I speak honestly. And the world, nobody is ready for like people that are just transparent and people that are just honest. Like, period. Friendships, family, like even your family, they'll say that they want you to be transparent. They want you to be honest with them, and they're not fucking honest with you either. So, I get the point of, no, I know that it's a self-esteem thing with a lot of guys. It's like, okay, they finally have somebody that's actually willing. I mean, not even just willing, but like doesn't mind being vulnerable and actually is okay with listening to you be vulnerable and wants to hear that and isn't gonna look at. And I think we really gotta stop putting men down, especially men down, for being open about their feelings. Like, it's not gay to know how you feel about something and be transparent with it. It's not gay to feel about somebody strongly. It's not fucking gay to be fucking, what's the word? To voice voice all that. Like, bro, if you care so deeply for somebody, why run away from that? Like, that's the thing I've always really asked. Like, if you feel like that shit is so good, like, nigga, that shit is so fucking good. You feel like that shit is so good, you know, why end stuff? Why end things because of that moment? I mean, or not because of that moment. I think a lot of the things, like, I have trust issues. Not, I know that's like the main thing I need to work on. My only issue is how I trust. I don't trust people easily. And that's mainly stemming from the fact that I've just been hurt by a lot of people that I considered people that I really cared about. And I've personally just been hurt by that. So I have trust issues. Even with friends now, I've slowly started distancing myself from people and not trying to get too close to people because I don't want to be in a situation where a really good friend turns into your enemy. And you never knew, like, like, you never know who is hiding a dagger just to wait for the point to stab you in the back. And I've just always been that type of person. And even I know that that can be a really annoying thing to do in a relationship, is always question your partner's moves or your potential partner's moves because you don't trust everything that they're saying. And I kind of fucked up recently with the guy that I was seeing recently because I just constantly question him rather than just took what he was telling me and believed it and went with that. But that's mainly because I know, like, how let me not even try to fucking explain that, because let me not. But yeah, I'm just saying that I think nowadays people just feel like connections and all, like, people just feel like things are replaceable. Oh, dating apps make people more accessible to you. Actually, that's the funny thing. I always ask people whether they have any dating apps on their phone before I even try to get to know them, because dating apps make social media, period, just makes it so easy to meet new people. You can meet people anywhere in the fucking world. You're hearing about people that talked on Clubhouse about apps. You can't even see each other like that on Clubhouse, but they built a connection on Clubhouse and got married. And what, Clubhouse launched how long ago? Like last year, 2 years ago? Last year, during the pandemic, that's when Clubhouse launched, right? Or it got popular or gained its popularity. But you see all that, and you're like, well, I don't know if you might necessarily, like, maybe somebody out there is better. Like, you may have an amazing bond with somebody and have an amazing connection with that person, but you're still thinking of the next person because you feel like you just have so many other options due to social media, due to dating apps, due to all that. I feel like that's how most celebrities think too, because, like, well, everybody throws themselves at a fucking celebrity. Basically, what I'm trying to say is social media and dating apps have made life so much harder to date, actually, because now people, rather than people moving to a new city to find a potential new love and whatnot, because they don't like the area that they're in, they have the option of going and logging onto a freaking dating app and having access to everybody at once, so long as you match, so long as I find you attractive, you have that option, you have that accessibility to all that, right? And they are the lucky ones that do find their perfect somebody and do end up getting married off of a dating app. And, you know, kudos to y'all. I respect that. I respect the people that actually find true love. And I'm not even that they find true love. They find somebody that they're compatible with and they have a bond that they create a bond, they form a bond, and they choose that person. Because honestly, when it comes to relationship, you have to choose that person. Like, a lot of people want to say that love, love is built. I don't care what anybody says. Love is built. You guys don't like to have that say, oh, isn't it too early to be in love? Because love is literally built. You choose who you want to fall in love with. You choose who you want to have, to be able to be that vulnerable with, to be that transparent with. You choose who you want to let in. You choose who you love. And honestly, I'm just tired of this whole situationship movement. Y'all need to stop treating people like they're fucking replaceable. Y'all need to stop treating all these connections that you have with great people also like they're just temporary and like they're just replaceable. Like, I can just find something better. Like, people are not items. It's not a shopping experience, bro. Like, you know, I understand if there's little, you know, red flags here and there that are just horrible about the person. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard some stories about women that were just amazing to men that were just not shit, like that were just not good for them. And they end up getting so hurt from those situations because nobody ever really sat them down and said, look, you're not the problem here. That man just isn't mature enough to, you know, be vulnerable with you or be open with you. Like, it's never really your fault. And I get, like, sometimes patience is the key, but honestly, how long do you need for someone? Like, a lot of people say 8 months, 7 months isn't a long time. What? Huh? 8 months, 7 months? I'm pretty sure somebody probably had their birthday in between those 8 months, 7 months, right? So many holidays go by during those 8 months, 7 months. Like, shit happens. That's a lot of time. You're building a connection with somebody for 8 months, 7 months, and you think that that's not enough time for you to be open and for you to be vulnerable with that person yet? Or, like, honestly, just say that you just don't think, or you just don't feel like you're the one, and I don't want to continue with this, and move on from that. Like, don't try to continuously lead that person on by saying that they're such an amazing person, you really care about them. But, like, that's manipulation, actually. Like, because how is that fair to that other person? You see that that person cares deeply for you. They're willing to take an extra mile now because obviously one person actually understands. It's really hard to fucking to work with somebody. I mean, to be with somebody that hasn't fully healed, because communication can be very one-sided and you sometimes get so confused because the person is asking you, like, how are you, what, like, you know, trying to get to know what's wrong with you or how you feel and all that stuff, right? You know, they're letting you be vulnerable to them, but the minute you ask them to be vulnerable with you, that's where the issue starts. And I don't understand men like that. So that's all I have to say. If you have any inputs you guys want to input, please don't forget to leave a comment down below. Like this video if you enjoyed my top picks. I don't know what this video is going to be titled. I gotta rewatch it, see what I talked about, make a title. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Stay blessed and beautiful. I swear that was from somebody. I don't know who I took that from just now, but yeah, peace and blessings. That's what I say. Bye, guys.